and welcome back to our channel. So as you all know that in this video we are going to learn how you can automatically sync your Google Sheets with your Google Contacts to create new contacts for every new lead received in your Google Sheets. So now here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Sheets with my Google Contacts. And here, before we learn about this process step by step, let me show you that how actually this automation works. So whenever I'm going to receive a new lead detail in my Google Sheets, or whenever my team is going to add new lead detail in my Google Sheets, then instantly a new contact for the same will be added in my Google Contacts. Alright, so now here to see the working of this amazing automation, I'm going to add a new detail in my Google Sheets. So let me add the details. Alright, and here you can see we have successfully added a new detail in my Google Sheet. So let's go and check our Google Contacts. Here I'm going to refresh it. And you can see instantly a new contact has been created with the name demo user. Here you can see the email address and the contact number. So with this, we have successfully seen the working of this amazing automation. And now in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can build this automation using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. There you can see two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if an existing user like me, then simply sign in. Now after signing in, you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to access Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this access now and it will take you to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Alright, now here before moving forward, let me tell you about Pabbly Community. So Pabbly Community is a space where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share workflows and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges. It is an active and supportive space to learn and grow together. And now you can find the link to join the Pabbly Community in the description box below. Make sure to check it out and join the Pabbly Community as soon as possible. Alright, let's move back to the dashboard. Here to build a new connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button. Then it's asking us to select the workflow builder. So here you can see two options. One is new beta and the other one is classic. So beta version is modern, faster and more flexible, whereas classic one is stable or the familiar approach. So in this video, we are going to use this beta version by clicking on the select button, and then a create workflow dialog box appeared in front of us. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow that says automatically create Google Contacts from Google Sheets, and then it's asking us to select the folder. So by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names. So in this case, I'm going to select my folder as contacts. You can select it accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a folder window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, let's move back to the dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now in this workflow, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here let me tell you that there are two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards our trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up our trigger. So as you all know that I'm receiving new leads detail in my Google Sheets. So I'm going to select my trigger as Google Sheets and my event as new or updated spreadsheet row. Then I'm going to click on this connect. Here you can see I've received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So let's follow the instructions given below. Firstly, I'm going to copy the webhook URL, and here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account. So this is the spreadsheet that I've created with the name leads, and these are the fields. So now here before moving forward, let me add a new detail in my Google Sheets. And here you can see I've successfully added a new detail. So now here we are going to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. And here to build this connection, what you need to do is that you need to install add on your Google Sheets account first. And for that, you need to click on this extensions. Then you need to select add-ons, and then you need to select get add-ons. Then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for an add-on that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this particular add-on on your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So I'm going to move back. Once you're going to install the add-on, then you need to follow exactly the same step. Alright, so now you've installing the add-on, you need to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. After refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and then you'll be able to see the option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So from here, you need to select Initial Setup. Now here in this Initial Setup, you can see it is asking us to add the webhook URL and the trigger column. So here for the webhook URL, I'm going to add the URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. So this is my webhook URL, and for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which of the data is added. The whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see in my Google Sheet, my last data column is column D. So I'm going to add my trigger column as D, and now you have to enter all the required details. I'm going to click on this submit. It says set configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets, and we have successfully connected our Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So now after building this connection, we are going to click on the send test button, and it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent the first row data of our Google Sheets to this webhook URL. That means to our Pabbly's workflow to test this connection. So now let's go and check it. But here before moving back, you need to perform another very important step to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that, you need to click on this extensions, then you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and from here you need to turn on the send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever a new data is added in your Google Sheets, instantly Pabbly is going to capture the response. Alright, so let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of the send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. So now let's move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received all the details of our Google Sheets, such as phone number, last name, first name, email, and some other details as well. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger over here. So once we have received all the details, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new contact for the same in my Google Contacts. So for that, I'm going to add an action step over here. Here I'm going to select my action application as Google Contacts and my app event as create contact. Then we're going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Google Contacts is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on the sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. Then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. And you can see we are now successfully connected. So let's move forward. Here it is asking me to add the first name, middle name, last name, and some other details. So now instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that you're going to receive a new detail through our Google Sheets. Then instantly this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the first name, I'm going to map the first name first. Here this middle name is not required field, so we're going to leave it blank. Here for the last name, I'm going to map the last name. Here these fields are not required fields, so we're going to leave them blank. Here for the gender, I'm going to select unspecified, but you can select it accordingly. For the email work, I'm going to map the email address that we have received. Again, these fields are not required fields, so we're going to leave all of them blank. Now for the phone number, I'm going to map the same phone number for work and the mobile over here. Alright, because we have received the single phone number from the lead. Let's move forward. Again, these fields are not required fields, so we're going to leave everything blank. Alright, and here for the relationship type, I'm going to select referred by, and after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new contact in our Google Contacts. So let's go and check our Google Contacts. Here I'm going to refresh it. And you can see we have successfully created a new contact with the name latest user. You can see the email address and the phone number. So with this, we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So if you have selected our trigger as Google Sheets and action as Google Contacts, so that you're going to receive a new detail through our Google Sheets, then instantly using the details, it is going to create a new contact in our Google Contacts. Alright, so these were the steps to how to automatically create Google Contacts from Google Sheets. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. And now if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more automation tutorials. Also, if you have any doubts, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. And I would be really happy if you let us know what type of automation you would like to see the next. Alright, that's all for this video. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit this URL. Now, if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.